Do you know that scientists use an instrument called a galvanometer to test some mediums? In the late 19th century, there was a guy named William Crookes in London, Sir William Crookes, excuse me. He was a well-respected scientist. He was well known for discovering the element thallium. Yeah, not many people can say that. He became really interested in mediums who claimed that they had the ability to pierce the veil and commune with the dead. And he wanted to bring what he saw as his experience as a man of science to test these mediums' powers. He tested a few women who claimed to have psychic abilities. The woman I'm going to talk about today is Anna Eva Fay. She was in London in February 1875 doing her Séance act, and she connected with Crookes, who asked to test her abilities. And what that entailed was going to Crookes's house, getting connected to what's called a galvanometer. Galvanometer. How do you say it?
Galvanometer.
A galvanometer. You know, I can write it, but I can't really write it either, if I'm being honest. Basically, what that device was is something that actually still exists today. It basically measures whether something has an electrical current running through it. And how Crookes set it up was that the woman in question would hold two handles that had wires coming out of them, and basically the medium's body would complete the circuit. And so she would be in one room, because, you know, you have to be in the dark and alone for the spirits to come out, holding these two handles, and then the wires would go through the wall to the adjoining room where Crookes and his buddies would be looking at the machine to see if the reading, you know, moved at all. And so Crookes claimed that if supernatural things happened while the medium, in this case Fay, Anna Eva Fay, was holding the two handles, ostensibly, that it would prove that she had psychic abilities and was piercing the veil and connecting with spirits on the other side. And Fay beat it. This is one of my favorite lines from a witness there who was also a true believer. The violin, which had been left on the table, was seen to protrude from the side of the curtains. A bell was heard ringing behind the curtain, and immediately a delicate little hand was seen by the edge of the curtain holding the bell. This is my favorite part. The fingers moved for a short time, as if to attract attention. I love that the spirit was like, make sure you see me, boys, before I disappear into the ether. So after a few minutes, you know, all these supernatural things stopped. And the men in the other room heard a gasp, and the reading on the galvanometer went to 0. So they rushed in, and they found Fay had fainted and was in a state after her psychic experience. Fay did this more than once. She had 4 scientific seances at Crookes's house, and at the end, Crookes gave her his seal of approval, basically saying that he believed that she had real psychic abilities. That was very handy for her. Yeah, and she was a great entertainer, even though she's got exposed multiple times. Towards the end of her life, she actually even had a friendship with Houdini. And Houdini actually said that she had a personality that could have mystified the great mental giants of the ages. And spoilers, there's ways to get around the galvanometer, which I'll get to in another post. If you want to learn more, head to tubetalk.media. I have a whole article about Fay and Crookes and the galvanometer, and I'll be posting there soon about methods that she might have used to trick him.